of all, I just want to thank a few people that actually, and I'm hoping that I get everyone, but I want to bring the one that's the dearest to me and the nearest to me, and that's my wife. Where's she at? Okay, and I want everyone to know also, without her, without what she's done for me, not just for this as being married, but as being a person, a human being in the way I am, I wouldn't be that way without her guidance and help and support. So I really, myself, want to salute her. Thank you so much.
All right, y'all know how it's going down. This E-Baby tuning in with Checkz and Rspkt. I have now here Larry Sapp running for trustee of Salt Village. Larry, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Larry Sapp running for trustee in Salt Village. How's everybody doing today?
All right, Mr. Sapp. So I see, well, how long you been a resident here in Salt Village, sir?
9 years.
9 years. All right, and what made you want to go ahead and, run for a position here in Salt Village?
Well, the real reason I want to run is we need to change. We need to be managing our own course. I'm talking about as a black man in Salt Village. The village is basically ran now by a group of racist white folks. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Okay,
I hear you. Go ahead.
The village is 75 to 80% black, 18% white. The numbers don't add up. That's bad math. When 18 can run 75, it don't work like that, because this is a country of opportunity where the numbers rule.
Okay, all right. So the current administration that is here in office right now with the current mayor of Salt Village, what do you see some of the shortcomings that's coming upon you guys that's stopping you from him progressing on his pathway to progress?
Again, people that don't have the same vision as the mayor, people that don't have the same outlook that we have as a people in this village is stopping us from progressing, period. Because they think they know what we need, but they really don't. We need to be able to govern ourselves. And the mayor's vision is clear and cut. The infrastructure of the village is going down because most of the money is being outsourced. We need to turn that around. It's our money, it's our tax dollars, and we need to spend it collectively to benefit the residents of the village.
Okay, and there's a man that's standing tall, and I see that you're a leader as always, and that as a follower. Go ahead in layman's terms, tell me the mayor's plan. Give me in layman's terms that the people out here that just going day to day, working these 11 to 12 jobs. We're just renting out here. We may have a voucher out here. We may our kids maybe went to Rickover or whatever out here. So we just normal folks out here. We just probably just moved out here. Tell me what he's about.
The mayor has a progressive plan for progress. God has given him that vision. I share that vision with him. So the residents of the village can trust that they will have honesty and transparency. The mayor's not going to take a dime. He's going to spend it well. He has never, when you think about the money that he gets for doing the job that he did, to be honest with you, I wouldn't take that job. But I have a desire and a passion to help my people because I see our money being outsourced. Again, the mayor's plan is to make sure that our communities look like they should look for people like us. We're kings and queens, and we should be living like that. And anyway, our community should look decent. This village attracted me because of the houses, the community, the overall condition of the village was just fine when I moved out here. And since this new administration took over 2 years ago, the money that they spent, over $500,000, has went out of the village, paying lawyer fees for things that we shouldn't have been paying for in the first place, like FOIAs. Those are supposed to be free and done by the clerk's office, but the current trustees, we call them the Fanatical Five. I don't need to get into the name calling. They're racist. They're white racists, and it's in the action. Anybody could tell you that I'm not a racist, but when you come into my house and kick my brother out and move your brother in, that's racist to me. When you come into my house and tell me how to manage my money, and you take my money and fix your house up and leave mine abandoned. And that's racist to me. And this is the actions that's been taking place, and that's what we need to change. And that's my strongest desire for running for trustees, to turn these attributes around, turn these things around. The way they've been running things is just wrong. It's pure wrong and evil.
All right, that's what I'm saying. It's, you know, that just take it back at how it's going on right now. It's as far as running for the president of the United States. You got to either with the money or you're not. You know, people with money want to vote for them this way. People that want to be with crime bills want to vote this way. So if you with Biden, you know, you want to vote for these crime bills and high taxes. If you with Trump, it's all about business. So it's either you're wrong or you're right, but they're both the devils, right?
We got to pick the lesser of two evils. We got to pick whichever one is advantageous to us as a people. We need to start voting as a block as black people. Now, this village sentiment, so same concerns you just expressed with Donald Trump, the people that's running the village now are using the same tactics that he uses. They'll throw a rock at you and say she did it. They'll throw a rock at him and say I did it, to get us pitting against one another while they raking in all the opportunities for themselves and their friends. And that's not the way government is supposed to work. It's supposed to be for the people, by the people.
All right, thank you so much here, Mr. Larry Sapp, and once again, sir, thank you for checking out Checkz and Rspkt, and just go ahead and tell the people of South Village again, Larry Sapp running for trustee of South Village.
My name is Larry Sapp, and if you want honesty and transparency in your government, if you want the truth, vote for the Burgess Team. Sapp, Grant, Coleman, and of course, Mayor Burgess himself. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. There, Burgess going up for re-election of South Village. Daddy, tell us what's going on, Daddy.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you guys for interviewing me. Taking the time out to come out to hear what I have to say as far as re-election for mayor of South Village. I'm just hoping that I'm hoping, first of all, that people get out and vote. That's the main thing. You can't change anything anywhere unless you can put a hand in it. Your hand is to get out and vote and make a difference. That's the first thing. After that, and then have input. Come to the meetings, ask questions, find out what's going on. Don't just sit back and say, oh, they're not gonna change this, oh, they're not gonna change that. You're right, they won't unless you say something.
All right, Daddy, and just one question that the streets always been asking me, Erica, well, you know, why your daddy trying to be mayor all the time? You know, all his kids grown, he live on the other side, he living life, he gonna eat regardless. And Daddy, just go ahead and answer that for me one time. Why you wanted to go ahead and be mayor of South Village?
In life, in any person, this is not just me. In life, if you're involved in something, you want to be involved in something to the top. You don't want to get involved in contribute your time and just be a follower. And sooner or later, you want to be a leader. And the only way you're going to change things is by being a leader. So that's what I did. I became a trustee in 2005. And from then on, I saw how things were going. So I said, okay, one day this town is going to change. I want to be part of it. In order for me to be part of it, I have to actually not just become trustee, but become the man, become the mayor, the person that can make things happen. And that's why I did that. I'm retired. It's not about money with me. It's about making a change. I've invested. And anyone out here that has a home, or anyone out here that lives out here, you invested. You don't have to pay taxes. Your investment is your life. It's what you do up and down, back and forth, and live here in this village. So you want to see and your investment grow. You want to see this town grow. You want to be able to have a town that you are proud of. That's what you want. So that's what I wanted to do. And the only way I can do it is for me to actually get there. I don't want somebody to do something for me or talk for me. I can talk for myself. And that being said, that's why I ran one thing. And in life, it's always going to be just like old athletes. They don't know when to quit. Okay, I do know that right now I still have a lot to offer, and I still have a lot to see that I want this town to be part of. That's what I'm trying to do. And until that fire is not in me no more, then yes, I'll back away. But right now that fire is in me because there's a lot more things. We've been able to accomplish a couple of things since I've been mayor. You see the gas awards that you see that's on 394 and Saw Trail. I brought that in 1 year. I brought that in and it took me 1 year to sell that land, and then after that they built it and it was completed in 2019. Okay, now we're trying to bring in more industries and more development, because you want a town, not just because you have all this commerce out here. You want people to want to say, I want to live in South Village. That's my next goal. I want people to say, I'm from South Village. Because a lot of times you ask, where you live? Oh, I live out south. Where outside? Oh, you know, out there, that way. No. I want you to be able to say, blurt it out, I live in South Village. Say, oh, wow, okay. So if you make it a way that people want to come, that's what you want. You want business to come, you want people to come, and then you got schools. So therefore, it's the next thing we got to do, is make sure that you want people to be able to say, hey, I want to be part of this growth. And that's what I'm trying to do, make this growth a groundswell and bring it up and include the youth. Because if you don't have the youth in the town, you don't have anything, because that's your next generation. You know,
always starts at home. My daddy always said it always starts at home. And I thank you so much, Mayor Burgess, for going ahead and enlightening us tonight and showing us what you have. We want to go ahead and contribute again for another 4 years of running for mayor of South Village. So again, this is Mayor Derek Burgess running for re-election April 2021 for re-election of South Village. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
Bye-bye.
All problems is taking responsibility and making reforms necessary. And it's about making tough decisions, regardless of politics. Let me say that again. We cannot go back. We have come too far already. We must and we will keep South Village moving forward to the future, bringing forth a new day, hope, progress. We must continue the momentum with the Village Board of Trustees and Mayor, who are dedicated to the common goals of progress.
Hey, what's going on? This is E, baby. You don't know what it is. Checkz and Rspkt. I'm right now with Roger Grant. He's running for re-election of South Village of Trustees. Roger, tell these people what you're talking about.
How's it going? Appreciate you having me.
Yeah.
So I'm running for re-election. My name is Roger Grant. Been a trustee for 3 years so far. Seeking one more term in office, mainly because my work isn't done. I came in 2017 with Mayor Burgess and the rest of the administration. We had a good run at it for a couple years. We got some things done, economic development, we got jobs, we got people in places to get things done. And the last couple years, that kind of went away. So therefore, I don't feel like I did my job with the residents serving on their behalf. So therefore, I need one more term to actually get here and with the mayor to get things done. You know, right now, South Village has so much potential. We have so many things to offer and to accomplish, and I think we can get there if we have the right people in place.
All right, Roger, I see what you're saying. And what you're trying to offer right now to the new generation that's out here that's just starting to vote. You know, we only had a 4.9% turnout rate last time. So what you got going on that you want to make it, you know, making a more popular thing to do, as well as, you know, speak to the residents of South Village?
Absolutely. So, you know, honestly, the most important thing going on right now is that we need to get people involved. That's number one. Like she said, 4.9%, that's ridiculous, honestly. What I would like to do going forward is get the youth involved, because at the end of the day, the youth, it's cliche, but the youth are the future, right? So therefore, I want the younger people to come out, see what's going on in city politics. Just because you think that your vote doesn't count doesn't mean that locally it doesn't count, because it does. The people you put in place at the local level determines your neighborhood surroundings and your lifestyle and your cost, your living. So therefore, we need to put people in place that represent, that look like you, number one, and number two, actually who wants to see a difference in your community.
All right. I hear what you're saying, and I see that you've been running with Derek Burgess for a while now. And what makes you, as not being a follower, someone, a man that stands on his own, but what makes you want to go ahead and continue to support Derek Burgess as being re-elected as South Village mayor, and as well as you being on the board with him?
Oh, absolutely. You know, Mayor Burgess is a great guy, a visionary, the only candidate who has a plan. You know, honestly, he has a vision. He's been here over 30 years. He wants to see the community in better shape than it is right now. He actually wants to see South Village prosper. Therefore, I support that. I support him. And we're going to do this together, along with the right administration in place, and we're going to get things done. We need people in place who actually care about the village and not their personal beliefs or their personal pockets. And Mayor Burgess absolutely cares about the village and wants to do what's best for the village.
All right, y'all heard it first. 2408 Salt Trail Tequila Bar. You here? Re-election. Roger Grant for go ahead and re-elect for Derek Burgess mayor. Thank you so much for tuning in. Checkz and Respect, baby. Y'all know how it's going down. This E-Baby tuning in with Checkz and Respect. I have Arnold Coleman, who's running for trustee of South Village. Mr. Arnold Coleman, go ahead and tell the guys about you.
Hello, my name is Arnold Coleman. I'm proudly running for a position of trustee of this very fine village, Sauk Village. Looking forward to serving because that's what it's about, service.
I see.
Okay.
All right. And Mr. Coleman, how long you been out here in Sauk Village, sir?
Been out here 6 years, and after 6 years, I chose Sauk Village because I see the potential and I see the heart and soul of Sauk Village, which is the Honorable Mayor Derek Burgess, because he has a heart for the village.
All right, and I was going to say, sir, you don't look like a following man. You look like a leader, man. So I wanted to say, what made you go ahead and support Mr. Derek Burgess in his fight and be able to be on his team? What made you want to go ahead and do that, sir?
Well, see, in order to be a good leader, you first got to be a good follower, but you got to pick your leaders. And we have a great leader in Mayor Burgess. Okay. So I already know good leadership when I see it. So I'm able, and I've been following good leadership for a long time. So now I'm ready to lead also, but under his leadership.
All right, I understand that. And what do you want to go ahead and contribute? What is your ABCs that you want to contribute to the dynamics of this empire, sir?
Okay, we have great needs, and I like to be a part of the plan to fulfill those needs. We got obvious things that we need. We need to beautify this village. It's beautiful and it's hard because of the people. But we need to take the village and let the village properly reflect the beauty that's in the hearts of the people that are here. See, we got some needs that are going to be met, but it takes good leadership and it takes people who have a heart. And our mayor has a heart, and he also has a plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
All right, I see. And just to throw a curveball in there, just being, biased from the outside looking in, if you was just a resident that was just wanted to vote, someone that's not wanted to go ahead and stand on the board, if you was just someone that was voting and now here just living as a regular resident, what would be your three most biggest concerns as being just a regular resident in here in Sauk Village?
Okay, number one, I like to come home to a place where security is, where peace. I want to come home and I want to recognize and be on and for my police chief to recognize me. The police officers to recognize me. They know I live here, so they know I'm a resident, so they know how to treat me. I want people to look like me, okay? To protect me. I want people to look like me, to make sure that our houses are safe from fire and hazards. I want people who look like me, who are going to repair the streets. I want people who live here who would be therefore accountable to us. And I see that in the plan that the mayor has.
All right.
Okay.
Halfway to progress, and I thank you so much, Mr. Arnold Coleman, for going ahead and joining us tonight. Thank you, Checkz and Respect. It's E-Baby. I have Jacqueline McGee right here running for school board. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Jacqueline.
Hello, library board. My name is Jacqueline McGee, and I'm running for library board trustee.
All right, Miss McGee, how long have you been a resident here in Sauk Village?
4 years.
4 years. All right. Do you have any kids that's going to this school district right now?
No, my kids are grown, my grandkids are.
Okay, and what would you like to contribute to the school board right now?
The library board?
Library board.
I want it to be a safe haven for kids where they can come and do research and learn things. Right now, the library is unwelcoming to us. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So as you just speaking one-on-one, a black woman, as you can see out here in this small town that's just so used to their own rituals or whatever, you think that the average young black boy or girl could just walk into the library right now? Do you think they give that type of welcoming for us to just be able to walk into the library?
No, they don't.
Right.
I went in there and I felt unwelcome, so I know a child will feel unwelcome.
Right. and you just want to bring something more, welcoming to the residents that's 90-some% minority, correct?
More programs to keep our kids busy and off the streets.
All right. All right. Well, I thank you so much, like I said, for you coming out here tonight. Go ahead and introduce yourself, like I said, once again, to the residents of South Village. This is Jacqueline McGee.
Thank you, and I appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, tuning in. This is Eat Baby Checkz and Respect. Right now, I have Carolyn Farmer running right now for the library board. Carolyn, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Carolyn Farmer. I'm a resident of South Village for 19 years. Cousin and I moved out here in 2001, just to branch out from Chicago. But we've been out here longer than we had expected, but it's a great thing.
All right, so you coming from the CPS system. What you feel that you can go ahead and contribute to this small town of South Village, bringing the CPS system knowledge into here?
Okay. I'm hoping that we can bring some programs in to help the children to better themselves as far as, we need some programs for the young ladies to learn about themselves, their body. We need cooking programs. We need programs where the kids will just come in and learn their history and, and events and stuff. If they want to take a couple of exercise classes or something, we just need to better the children in our community. I'm a grandmother of 23 children, grandchildren, so
all right,
I'm
there you go. A lot of cornbread in there tonight, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
All right.
So they could come in. I'm hoping that, they don't all live out here with me, but the ones that do live out here, just take an interest into the library, just coming and venturing out, bringing their friends, and getting book knowledge, just a lot of learning to go on, so I'm hoping that we can better the community that way.
All right, and just from the outside looking in, and just being a new resident out here, what can you feel that you can bring to the library that we already don't have? Like right now, the library that is standing right now, do you feel that it's a welcoming environment? Do you feel that anybody of our staff can go ahead and walk in and feel that they belong there?
Well, I haven't been in a while. When I did go, I went to have some papers printed out, some copies done, which of course we had to pay, and we had to give it to them to print it out for us. Whereas I don't want them to see what I'm copying and what I'm faxing over and all of that. So just to open the doors for just opportunities.
All right. Well, I thank you so much. I thank you so much for going ahead and check with us for Checkz and Respect. Thank you so much. This is E Baby. Tune in.
All right.
Time for the fun time. This is E Baby checking in with Checkz and Respect. Tune in. I have my Diane Sapp that is running for library board here at South Village. Mr. Sapp, go ahead and tell the people your name and how long you've been a resident here at South Village.
My name is Diane Sapp, and I'm a 3-year resident. I moved here from Philadelphia. Actually, Chicago was my home, but I left in '72 and never came back until now.
All right, I see that fierce in your voice, Miss Diane. We're going to go ahead and get into it. What do you feel that you could go ahead and bring to the library board that they already don't have? Something that we haven't heard from any other candidate that is trying to run, something that we're trying to bring new and modern here.
Well, just looking around this village and looking at the library is like a whole separate entity. It doesn't seem to be a part of Sauk Village.
Okay.
It's like the library district, but not a part of Sauk Village. So we need to bring that together and make the library a part of Sauk Village, because it is. And our kids should have access to that comfortably, as well as the adults. There may be something that you want to do in the library. You should feel comfortable going into the library.
Okay.
I want to feel comfortable.
All right. And as far as, the minority culture, what have you, as a young generation today, we need something that is going to make them want to come in and come read, and something that's going to draw their attention. So what do you feel that you could bring besides the books and besides the knowledge of having, knowledge is key to everything. Besides that, what do you feel you could bring to make these young generation come into this library and feel more welcome?
I know that our children, and I'm speaking all children, they like music. And the library has space, and it could be used adequately. So maybe they could put in a music booth or something, so they can come in there and listen to their music, make tapes, and let them do something that they're comfortable doing. Everybody don't always want to read a book, but sometimes you can get into your music and go where you want to go.
Okay. All right. All right, Miss, go ahead, Miss Sapp. So thank you so much, Miss Diane. Like I said, you going ahead and running for a library of South Village. And anything else you want to go ahead and say for these residents? I know you're going to have your brother running as well as the mayor. And is this the team that you stand 100% behind?
You know, it's because of the mayor and my brother that I'm running, because we need a strong team. And I'm a team player, my brother's a team player, and the mayor's a team player. So we come together as a united front. And the library has to be a vital part of that front. And with the trustee board in Village Hall and the trustee board in the library, it should really be a cohesive unit, which it is not. So that's our objective, to make that one. So if the mayor needs something done at the library, he shouldn't have to go around robbing to the barn to get to the library. He should be able to just utilize the library, because it's part of South Village, which he runs.
Hey, I'm going to say it like this on camera. I've been a resident here since 1982, and I've never been to a library board meeting or anything like that. But if you want to go ahead and stand on the board, I'll be more than happy to go ahead and send it to the library and learn something. Thank you so much for coming out for us tonight. Thank you, E-Baby. Chest and respects, baby.